Rule number 4, constantly reassess risk versus reward in your business and income streams. This is a mistake that I made very recently. Risk versus reward is like an ever moving, ever evolving balance of trying to make sure that you're balancing your risk versus reward, or making sure that the reward is completely worth the risk, right? But it changes based on your personal situation, based on the people around you, based on your industry, the economy, your financial situation. There's a ton of different variables at play here. And just because something was good before, something when you first started setting something up, it doesn't always mean it's going to be right for you, and it doesn't mean it's still good now. And this is something that you should reassess. For me, this has taken place a couple of times over the past few months. So when I first set up my agency, like the agency has always been the smallest income stream for me, by the way. When I say the agency, I mean like our outsourced marketing services. Now, at the start of setting everything up, everything was very smooth. On Tinder, for example, accounts would get banned, but the service delivery was like far more stable than it is now, and results were also just much easier to achieve. Of course, Tinder accounts got banned, but not quite as often. And even back then, like Bumble was pretty insane. Like we could set up a Bumble profile and pull in like 300 clicks without even doing any swiping. It would pull in about 10,000 likes within a day, which was, yeah, it was just insane. Of course, like the good times don't last. Tinder got progressively harder, which is what my kind of main focus. It's quite normal of anything Black Hat, and I'm used to it and used to solving problems and figuring out new ways of putting these strategies together and figuring out like workarounds to doing it. But building a subscription business on top of a platform that you have little to no control over, or in fact you're actively fighting against, isn't the best idea. So in August or slash late September, like I actually shut down a $30,000 per month income stream for me, refunded about $50,000 in payments as well, and just basically wasted a lot of time for myself, and also ate the costs associated with that. And as much as that was a painful thing to do, and I complain about it now, my one regret is actually that I didn't do it a little bit sooner, as the risk actually had outweighed the reward for me a few months prior. Just I didn't take the time to analyze that. I already had my other income streams in place. I was already making great money. $30,000 didn't make a difference to my life, but it presented like a significant risk, both from a like reputational point of view, and also just from being able to deliver the actual service. I knew it was getting harder and harder to do, and it was just a risk that wasn't worth me taking. Even to this day, Tinder does work and is still profitable. Bumble also works exceedingly well for us. I use it across all of our models, but to offer it as a service and actively promote it as a service just isn't worth it. And I do feel that Bumble will be in the same place as Tinder in a few months. Quite simply, the juice isn't worth the squeeze.